Well, last Sunday here at Croke Park, Kilkenny booked their place into the All-Ireland hurling final in emphatic style. So then, 4 had become 3. Today, it should be down to just 2.
Shefflin coming forward to release to Brennan. Cracking goal by Eddie Brennan, his 26th ever. Goalkeeper comes, ball gets lost. Fogarty's in after it, and it's in the back of the net. And that's another one.
It comes to Dan the man. He hits it, the ball is in the net. And Waterford are Munster champions.
Ryan, goal chance, it's another one, and Tipperary have won the quarter-final. Heroes all over the place. It's in the back of the net, bang on cue, Callanan, it's another one, a goal for Tipperary. Corner of the net, John Milan trying to burst his way through, the crash his way in here. Oh, it's another one, Wolves are flying in.
So this is the lineup then for this second semi-final Sunday here at Croke Park. It's the Munster champions Waterford against Tipperary with a throw-in at 3:30. And before that we have the minor semi-final. That's the meeting of Clare and Dublin, and that game is scheduled for 1:30. Hello, you're very welcome to GAA headquarters on this big day in the hurling championship. Now, who will oppose Kilkenny in this year's All-Ireland decider? Well, both, of course, have tried and failed in the past 2 summers, but I've no doubt both would dearly love another crack at the Cats. We're looking forward to today's fair. Here at Croke Park, we have, as ever, Cyril Farr, Tomás Mackay and Ger Loughnane. Cyril, it's hard around the country to get anybody who will actually call this senior game between the two. Both say it's everybody says it's going to be very tight.
Yeah, it looks a bit that way, and it's kind of, you're looking at 2 contrasting styles. Tipperary play a very open, expansive style, and Croke Park should suit their style of hurling. Nice and touchy and move the ball fast. Waterford this year playing very measured, Michael. David Fitz is playing kind of pulling all the lines back, playing it very tight early on, and then keeping the scores down, and then as the game goes on, open up and winning their games. Now they're quite happy because they're winning. This one is going to go down to the wire, and like whoever gets through, they're in for a massive final as well. But I think it's more of a contest this Sunday than last Sunday.
Yeah, Tomás?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you'd expect, Tip and Waterford have shown us over the past, they've been fantastic games, and like conditions today, Michael, is absolutely brilliant for hurling. I mean, pitch outside looks immense, and like you'd say Tipperary maybe are the form team coming in, have the momentum going on the basis of their win against Galway. I mean, they were put to the pin of their collars in that game, and they came out very, very strong within the last 5 or 7 minutes. Look, it's down to, I suppose, tactically, Davy, will he go back to the way he's been playing all summer? I presume he will, and bring an extra man back in defence, and that's down to Tipperary. Will they be able to break that down? Tip would love to see, I think, a high scoring game, a very much open game, and on the other side Waterford would like to keep it tight. Sure.
Brilliant day for watching hurling, Ger. I wouldn't like to be playing down there today with the heat conditions. You certainly want to be in the whole of your health.
No, even at 11 o'clock this morning coming along, the heat was so intense. I know the temperature is supposed to be only about 22 degrees, but you know, the thing about Croke Park, it's so shaded. Yeah. When you're down on that field, you can add on 4 or 5 more degrees. As Michael Dale was saying to me earlier on, it's a typical All-Ireland semi-final day. You wouldn't get a day as warm as this for the final, but it's just perfect. Yeah. No wind, the pitch, I've never seen the pitch looking better, so there are no excuses for any team today not playing well.
Absolutely. Let's talk about the minor game before that, because obviously your own county Clare in it against Dublin, and most people, I guess, Ger, here would go for Clare in this one.
They would, yeah, because even though both teams, you know, the great thing about this backdoor system, or whatever you want to call it, qualifier system, is that it gives so many games to teams that get to the semi-final. Dublin are on their 6th game, Clare are on their 6th game. Clare lost their 1st game, Dublin lost 2 games, and still both of them are here in the semi-final. So it's great for the progression of a team, for a minor team especially. Now, the first game I saw Clare playing was against Tipperary inside, and it was a terrific game, and they showed great character, great skill, moved the ball around really well, and they have improved from game to game. Now, they're not a very big team. That might be a disadvantage to them today, I think. They're not as physically big as Dublin, a bit of a worry there. But they have really good forwards. You know, David Holland in the corner, Podge Collins at centre forward. Small fellas, but will-o'-the-wisp type players. Yeah. They're a nice team to watch playing, and a very solid defence. So, you know, but Dublin, they have an experience of playing in Croke Park already. Now, they were beaten by 10 points by Kilkenny, but, you know, Galway were beaten by 19.
Yeah,
so, you know, you never know what will happen here.
No.
And this is a game on its own now. It's, you know, forget about the great Kilkenny team in the final. This is a game on its own, and I think it'll be very, very tight, and obviously we hope that Clare will come out on top.
Well, you do, of course you do. Let's hear from the rival managers ahead of today's minor semi-final. Now, Donald Maloney is the joint manager of the Clare squad, while John Murphy is the Dublin manager this year. They've been speaking to Joanne Cantwell.
Yeah, it's a good long while to be waiting to get back into action, isn't it?
It has been, yeah, it has been, and it's maybe been challenging because it's very difficult to get challenge games at this juncture with so many teams, with so few teams being left in the championship. However, we've improvised and we think we're ready.
You've been made favourites for today as well. Does that affect the lads?
Well, it's the second time this year we've been favourites. It's only the second time. It's our sixth game. And it's only the second time this year. We're favourites in the Munster semi-final as well, and we seem to cope with that. However, I think Dublin are a bigger challenge than Limerick. I think that the odds on Dublin today are very, very unfair. We're expecting a tremendous battle today here.
That it's a big occasion to come playing in Croke Park, and any minor team will have limited experience, whether it's Clare or ourselves. We have played here once before. It won't count for an awful lot, but it does help a little.
How do you think, you had a good game obviously against Antrim last time out, has that helped you progress much since the disappointment of the Leinster final?
It has helped, yeah. I mean, you know, it was great to get a game under our belt and get another win and get back on track, as it were. So, yeah, that certainly helped, and we'll be hoping to erase the memories of that particular game here today.
Back on track, and how much better do you think this side is today than they were back then?
Look, I mean, this is our sixth game in the championship. As I said to somebody during the week, it's unusual for minors to get that many games. We feel we're improving all the time. We'll know in an hour and a half.
OK, we have a short break coming up here on the programme. Who will face Kilkenny in this year's All-Ireland minor final? It's Clare and Dublin. Coming up shortly.